I was so incredibly moving. It was just stunning. It really was.
Shayda is a love letter to mothers and daughters, and it follows an Iranian woman who's starting a new life in a women's shelter with her daughter Mona, and all of the obstacles she faces along the way with finding her freedom and independence in this new life. The film really lived inside me since I was 5 years old, when I first lived in the women's shelter. Around 5 years ago, I asked my mother to write a memoir to fill in the gaps of my childhood memories, and I took that memoir and translated it. It was around 50,000 words, and it tracked 10 years of her life. I was like, Mom, I could make 10 films with this material, but just one was a huge undertaking.
And I just sent her self-tape, and immediately I think we connected. I mean, when I heard her story, I think I have the same, I'm writing my own story too, inspired by my own experience of life in Iran. And I know how it's hard to just keep your distance and just telling your own story, and especially when it's about trauma.
What's important to Noora is truth and authenticity, and when you have a director that has that, something special can be created. And I wanted to be a part of this journey. So much of my own background and our background, a lot of our backgrounds here, we have to sort of transcend our imagination to be able to connect with the film. Mm-hmm. This film directly hits us, well, hits me and hits a lot of us here, so for that reason, and honestly many more, I wanted to be a part of this film.
The Iranian women are very, very strong, and Shayda, she's so resilient, and I love the layers in the story. You can see that there was still light at the end of this very dark tunnel, and it was beautifully captured in the script.
And then in this film, there's so many beautiful friendships between the women, across all races, ages, and I haven't seen a film like that before, so it was a really special project.
I think, it's incredible that there's a women-led revolution happening in Iran at the same time as we were in post-production. That's when everything happened. And for me, obviously the film predates the revolution, and so it just kind of confirms that it's one of so many stories. There's millions of Iranian mothers and daughters fighting for their freedom, not just Shayda, not just my mother.
I mean, many people, it's universal, and many other women and men, they share this story with Noora and her mom.
As filmmakers, this is our form of protest, because we're not in Iran, we're not on ground fighting for freedom. We're here to make films and amplify those voices, and I only hope that this film can trigger more conversations and instigate, a little bit more awareness about what's happening in Iran, and how we can help to amplify those voices there.